evening, and welcome to Tinker, Tailor, Solder Fry, here on the mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network. This time, once again, broadcasting to special time, and from within the crystal gondola of the palatial Main Tiltio Studios here in beautiful downtown Victoria, British Columbia. Welcome! It's time to do it again. That, again, being Tinker, Tailor, Solder Fry, the show that we are doing right now, and also the Naomi. As you may remember, back at the beginning of this cursed year, I decided that this was going to be a year of finishing projects as much as possible. And this is one that we've had on the docket for a long time now, and I'm really looking forward to not putting this to bed. I'm looking forward to playing with this, because this is an arcade system. Real Gamer Cow, why is TTSF on Saturday? It's because Twitch decided it wanted to pretend that it had validity in hosting an award show, and so we were asked to be part of that, and we did. We did co-stream something, or else I don't know. It's an award show. I don't really participate in those at all. Mike could come up just a bit. We will make that happen. Just let me work on that gain there a bit. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, we got Johnny Mucho in the background here. We got a television screen, because we're going to need that, because let's pull it up here. This is the beast, and it's big, and it doesn't move around a lot because it doesn't have to. But what we do need to do is connect it to a controller, and the controller we've chosen, or rather, we have been using have been these great little Razer Kachunkas stick boys that flip open and all the fun stuff is inside. And I should say chosen, not chosen. These were loaned to us kindly by Ben Swallow, Dandy Geek. Not sure if you're in the chat right now, but hey, thank you so much for helping us out with these. So, in the past, what we've done is some really naughty stuff. And let's, is this the correct button? This is the correct button, perfect. I really like this setup that I've got here at home. Okay, so we've done some naughty stuff in the sense of we have rewired them, no longer USB, and then we put them into a D-sub 25, I think? 15. D15 ports. Thinking to myself that, hey, you know what? VGA cables are plentiful and cheap, and will make a useful system for connecting these joysticks up to the Naomi itself. Turns out that that's not the case, because VGA cables don't have the full 15 discrete lines, which is... So, I've come up with a different solution. I hope, and we'll test it out here first, because I'm pretty sure it works. This is always the best part, is me figuring out how things go on the fly. I really enjoy it. Sorry about that, Ian. No problem, Daddy Geek. Oh, good. And you are in the chat there. We're going to use something that I discovered in my random eBay and AliExpress wanderings. This being a HDMI AF-BOV to A from the elabguy.com, not an endorsement, other electronics vendors are available. But this is, oh god, where's the connect? There's the connector. Oh Jesus, I have to do these too, don't I? Well, it's an HDMI connector to screw-down terminals. Let me just zoom those in there. No, that's the focus. Don't do that to my fingers. That's the wrong way. There we go. Yeah, so these are, I think we'll have enough wires for us to get to, from one end to the other, but I didn't realize we had to solder these, so, let's just get into it. I mean, no sense dicking around with waiting for anything else to happen. Yeah, it's an HDMI to, wires connector. I love these sorts of connectors because you can do anything with them. Whatever you want to plug in, it's yours. Command. They even give you jumper things too if you want to just solder it into a motherboard. But I think we're going to do the screw down terminals because that seems to be a lot easier. Aren't HDMI usually 0.5 or 0.65 pitch pins? Yep, this is going to be fun to solder, Lau. We are going to be raking and heavily flexing that area. Pray for Mojo, right? Okay. Next project, 3D printing a hoop gear to put on the camera lens to zoom from the streaming deck. I mean, it'd be nice if I had a stream deck here. No, this is all old school. Ooh, wow, yeah. This is on the kitchen table. We'll try not to shake it around too much. I think we're definitely going to want the finer tipped end for this work. Yeah, it's through hole, so this is going to be not bad. Actually, you know what? Do we want to use the paddle or do we want to use the pin? Well, paddles usually are good, so let's go with that. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to SMD. That would be no fun. Okay, I like this too because it gives you the what the pins are usually used for. These are not going to be the pins we'll be using today, but Ian, is there a target use for the fight stick when you're done? Well, I mean, Dandy Geek was happy enough or kind enough to provide us with copies of Guilty Gear XX, so that's an option. I've also acquired some Power Stone for the side, but the real goal, for me at least, lies in a cable that's over there. So we'll see if we get to that point tonight. Okay. Let's get this soldering iron plugged in and get out flux. Gonna need that multimeter later. Oh show. Into you. And by into you, I mean I'm going to plug this into you. Lol. Oh god, those are tiny pins, and they just barely get through. So yeah, raking is going to be the order of the day here, I think. Let's start by tacking in the edges, just to get it all nice and stable, shall we? Where's my solder? There you are. Let's get the elastic band off the solder holder. One of the most useful things I've ever 3D printed, TBH. So let me just get that up on the screen there. Hey! Working on a board at work that's literally just a back panel I/O board, and it's the first time I'm using this USB-C connector and it has SMD pins on the bottom. No! No. Better hook up the MVC2 and let Adam go nuts, Ian. Absolutely, Danny Geek. That is absolutely in the cards for when we get this thing up and running. I also intend to mount it to some nice pieces of wood or maybe some through-hole board, but just to make it look real nice. Is there an up and a down side? Nope, it's exactly the same on both sides, it looks like. So yeah, that's a good little port. All right, let's brush on some flux there. Get into those areas. Now I have flux in my area. Sticky and flowing. I'm going to bring the power bar up so it's not messed up there. Hey, welcome, Rexadecimal. This is not helping the itch I've had to make a MAME cabinet. No, me either. Although, geez, what I really would like to do is grab one of the I think it's the Astor City cabinets from Japan. Uh-oh. Something went down. Okay. Let's tack on some pieces here. Here, let go. That's secure. this. Also secure. I'm going to need to get myself a new, so actually Miniware, the makers behind the TS80, have recently released a new version, the TS80P, which apparently has more power to it. But I'll have to have a conversation with them. I only found out about that just because I've been watching the GitHub page for my custom firmware. I'm scared. I'm very scared. Let's hope this works, okay? When you look down, you're very off mic. It's hard to understand you. Thank you, Rumagoro. I'm going to see if I can fix that a bit here. Just bear with me as I make things sound less good. Now I'm looking down and there's a mic right here. I can get right up and eat it. It's very good. Speaking of eating, tonight's beer is Naughty Hildegard from Driftwood Brewery in our Kanpai Japan mugs, provided nicely by Heaven's Dragon in Akita. That is a nice little ESB. Okay. What have I done? Why did I decide that this was a good idea? Let's clean that tip. Are we still hot? Don't know that we are. Heat up. Oh yeah, we're just about there. Good enough. Close enough. Okay. Let's clean off the tip a bit. Okay, and let's just hope that this is a good idea. Jesus, this was a good idea. Oh, I should get that in there. Let's see if we can do the other side more on camera. 1 second, please. Maximum magnification there. Okay, let's flip it around. Flip it to turnwise, as is often said. I'm going to throw down just a bit more of the flux here, just in case. In terms of TTSF, how many different projects are you in the middle of at any given moment? Just in terms of TTSF, we've got a few that are ongoing, but I think we're getting very close. Right now, all I can think of is Joystick is the only other one that we're currently working on. The Thrustmasters. And those will, God willing, be finished in 2 weeks' time. Alright. Okay, and then just rake it across. No, just rake it across. You know what, I'm going to say that to me feels good. Let's have a look at it. I don't see any bridging, but that's also very difficult for me to see with my eyes. Let's see what happens when I... Nope, that's out of focus then. I'm going to say that that's probably okay. I'm going to hope that's probably okay, because I actually... Wait, I do have a loop. Give me 5 seconds. I'll be right back. Yeah, it looks clean, but looks can be deceiving. Curses! I could not find my jeweler's loops. I have not finished cleaning up enough. However, let's try a little trick here with the iPhone. Okay, let's get nice and sharp there. Take a picture. And now let's have a look at the picture. Well, that's not as good as I wanted it to be, but I'd say that's probably clean. We'll be able to find out if we did it right when we get the second one done. So we might as well just continue raking right now, because I'm feeling good about this. I also appreciate that no one has told me that this is a bad idea yet. So thanks, everyone. Or at least thanks for confirming that it's not a bad idea and then just not telling me that it's a bad idea. Radical ends. We are building little HDMI connectors for the purpose of connecting joysticks to a arcade console. I wanted to make these joysticks... I should probably explain why I'm doing it this way, because it doesn't make much sense if you don't know. The reason I'm doing it this way is that I want to make it as much like a console as possible, which is to say your joysticks can be plugged in, unplugged, and put away when not in use. But we've had some questions about how best to connect those joysticks. And I'm still not, how would you say, comfortable enough with building key matrices to make it work. Ian, one comment is to make sure you don't hand this to anyone else to wire up the external stuff using HDMI connector risks someone... Yes, no, that is, that's a really good point. Because, yeah, everyone expects HDMI connectors to just be in use for video. But my thought about it was that, yeah, these are literally just connectors. You know, you can use it to connect anything. Don't let the man tell you what a connector is for. Connector's just a name, man. Or maybe I'm just channeling my my presumed friends over at Apple Computer for using the S-Video port for their Apple desktop bus. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do that. Arclight, that's a good idea. I can make some very nice looking warning stickers for it. The nice thing is, though, that I'm, or at least in my opinion, the nice thing is that I'm not modifying cables for this. I can just use a standard cable. I mean, maybe I could key these so that they're not as possibly problematic. I'm just glopping on that flux there because I don't want to mess that up. Okay. So I'd be very upset to see this on a bot device, like when people use an J11 or audio jack for charging. As a hobby project, why not? I mean, it's not an audio jack. It's a 3.5 millimeter ring or tip ring sleeve connector. Melania, I have started work thinking about the button. Listen to that sizzle. Solder the sizzle, not the steak. What does that mean? I don't know. Whose program is this? Reminder. Okay, and heat, solder. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's bad. We can deal with this, though. It looks like there's only one bridge. You know what's going to for this? Desoldering braid. Zach the Cat King, Naomi is a Sega arcade system from the Dreamcast era. It's one of my favorites. And we are simply building a method to play it at home. Okay, just Just make sure that those two are also connected. Okay, that looks good. Sorry, that was out of camera. That to me looks good, I think. I think we're well on our way. Why am I using an HDMI connector over D-Sub TechWiz? Because it turns out that most VGA cables, which I agree are plentiful and cheap, don't always carry all 15 wires, which maddened me. All right, that was the hard part. Now comes the easy part. Let's make sure that these are just connected this way. And the reason I'm doing it kind of like this is so that we can get in here with a multimeter afterwards and check our work, because it's always important to check your work or something. Might be some bridging going on at the end. Well, that's why I said we're going to find out here in a second once we get these wires connected up. All right. I love abusing Cat 5, 6, Cat 5e, Cat 6 cables with custom connectors for quick assemblies. Yeah, they're so cheap and they're great. I've wanted to use them for my speaker setups, to be honest, just because they're such a good click system for that. Good positive connection. God, I really gooped on that flux there. I still have one more as a subtitle. That doesn't seem right. I definitely fixed that. Yep. Weird. I'm updating it again anyway, because why not? I don't think it hurts anything. Okay, and a little flux there. I mean, we're probably just going to rake these. Well, don't need to rake them. A little far away to rake, actually, too, so we'll just, we'll do this one by one. No, I'm not on screen here. I need to make sure that I am in a visible place for you all, because this is part of the fun, eh? And then I get to get real quiet, because I'm getting right up on the mic. There we go. That's one. Or I guess that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Woo! Let's flip that around. It's your favorite educational ASMR stream. Random trivia, if you're learning something from this, that's on you. I have nothing to do with the educational content of this particular stream. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. HDMI birds are go! Let's clean that off there. Oh yeah, I mean, I've been following along with the conversation about misuse of connectors here, and absolutely, for production, never ever do what Daddy Ian does, or for consumer use, because yeah, people do expect things to be the things they expect them to be, and not. People don't like being surprised, I've found. They claim to like it, but everyone just wants things to work like they expect them to. Look, just use a standard wall outlet for data interface. I mean, we do that already, right? We have power line networking. In that sense, it's just an adapter. That doesn't mean you can plug your Ethernet directly into the wall. Please do. I mean, into a power outlet. Please. Okay, if I post Ian's emote, white Ian is on that a meta emote or meta Ian or none. I don't know. Yeah, electrical fire is never good. Never good surprise. Right, I forgot to paint this up. Back to the pot. Off screen. A. There you are. Trust me. You can believe me. I did in fact flux that up. Here's the flux bottle. Okay, let's do it in correct order this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To any of you aspiring electronic hobbyists or professionals out there who have not gotten into soldering yet and you're interested, do not cheap out and think you can get away without flux. There's no point to it. It's cheat code for soldering. And the bottles will last you forever. That and good solder. Like, you get those, and those, I mean, you could probably get by with a small fire and a needle attached to a cork. God, please, society, don't break down to that point where I need to use a fire and a needle to do my soldering. Okay, that's done, I think. I think our soldering is actually done at this point. So, let's, I've also acquired, you know what, I'm going to zoom out a bit here. Come on, a bit more. There. Microphone. Let's get out of here. Let's put you over here. There we go. No one can tell. No one will know. Got a small HDMI cable. So let's connect these boys up to each other. Give it some bend. I like that these have screw-down terminal points too. It's super useful. Okay, so let's now do some continuity testing. Yay! Get out the ends. Yes, now we get to find out if we've completely just goozled ourselves or if we're on the track to destruction. Cold. Wow, this thing has a light. Cool. I think it also has a might be battery constrained here too. But anyway, let's start walking down, shall we? Is it a battery powered soldering iron? No. Sorry, Nox. It is a USB-C powered, using Qualcomm's QC3 system rather than power delivery, which is what everybody wants. Okay. And so 1 to 1, good connection. 2 to 2, good. 3 to 3, 4 to 4, 5 to 5, 6 to 6, 7 to 7, 8 to 8, 9 to 9, 10 to 10. Great. 11's good, 12's good, 13's good, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, because I counted wrong. Cool! We did it! We got it right. Oof, just spared a thought of this being Analog, not digital. Dropping in a fiber optic HDMI cable gets silly. Ah! I mean, the Naomi does include some fiber terminals for connecting consoles together is what they're for. Okay, so that was the easy part. We've now got these devices which will allow us to connect one in the joystick and one in the one in the joystick, and one will connect to, yes, that's it, this beast, the JAMA connector. Now, thankfully, I think I remembered to get myself a list of JAMA connections, but also JAMA, the pottery that grows. Where's my JAMA pinout thing? The nice thing is, there we go. 2P table. That doesn't tell me which one is which. Well, we'll work on it here. Where is my wire stripper? Because that's going to be necessary. Kachunka. Thank you, Texan, for leaving that behind as a contribution to the show. Because we don't have a good one. This looks correct. All right. And ground is ground, but now we need to figure out what's up here. What's up, Tiger Lily? Do I have a zippy whiz bang handy to tie that off? So I just want to make sure that we're getting the correct ones here. Yeah, this is going to be unpleasant. Ooh, what's that there? Huh. In or radical ends. That's a pretty cool modular synth module you got there. That takes your 18 things and turns them into a or rather routes your control voltage and then turns them into an HDMI cable. That's I kind of like that. Okay, let's see here. What have we got that we know we need to connect? Now, here's the question. I think I was smart and wired up colors correctly before, so let's have a look at that. Uh-oh. That microphone's going to get in the way. So ground is fine and smart. Green goes to blue, which is one of the directions on the board. Green on this instance is 21. 21 corresponds with player 1 right. I was a genius! Aha! Yes, Contingent Cat, this is a very good present from past Ian to current Ian. So I guess what we're going to have to do is just strip those. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Can I flip this around in such a way that... Nope, that won't help you at all. Oh, no. Maybe if we do it... Please stand by for some weird sounds. Okay, maybe that'll work. Okay, let's just lay this down if we can. Nope. Not easily. Okay, so we're going to need to snip this off here and strip all of these wires. Not a difficulty, just a slight unpleasantness. All this work that we'd done previously. Like tears in rain. I've seen things that you wouldn't believe. D-sub connectors weirdly taped off the shoulders of Orion. Time to die. Okay, let's do this for real. So let's start with the joystick. We know that this was green. We know that this one is going to pin. Oh no. I'm going to have to come up with a system here for these. Well, let's do this. Green was... Right, we'll do this. Oh, I'm gonna set up a small dock. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna let you in on another secret that we've had here, ready for today, and that's this. Boop. There we go. So let's set up a document here. Let's use drafts. Boop. Let's not use drafts. Drafts has a lot of my stuff in it. Let's instead use... I'm going to bring this back here to a different place. Sorry. Better in the end. Let's see how this works. Okay, let's use VS Code, because VS Code is my friend. Okay. Oh, come on. Yes, you're allowed to look at my files, you numpty. No, caps lock is enabled, you. Aha! There we go. Put this here. Moom that over there. Alright, new. So, let's start with green, which is 21, which is going to be color, JAMA, and HDMI. And then name, I guess. Maybe I should have done this in a spreadsheet. But, okay, so that's, what are we going to do pin-wise for you? It really doesn't matter, does it? Well, we should actually start with black, which is JAMA is 1, and black, which is JAMA is 2, and HDMI, let's do 1 for that. Okay, so we'll start with green, and we'll go with, I don't know, you say that's right, because that's pin 21. The next color is going to be, we want, so for right, let's go up left, which is pin 20, which is yellow. 20. HDMI, but that's left. Okay, next one. Left and right, let's go up and down. 18 and 19. 18 and 19 are red and orange, respectively. Red, 18, and orange, 19, and 19 is down, and red is up. Okay, so let's choose 4 pins for that. Let's strip. We got red, yellow, red, and one of these should come out to orange. And we've got black. Okay, I guess white is now orange. And we don't have any other colors. Oh god, we got white there too. Well, rats. But that's okay, because we know which side the jam it comes on there. And we know the up, down, left, right. So let's try and figure that out. I need a tiny screwdriver bit to start work on this. Luckily, I have one that is small enough. These are really small flathead screws. Okay, so HDMI. Let's start on the upper right. So that's going to be pin 20. 20 sounds good. 20, 19, 18, and 17. So right, left, up, down. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now the HDMI is going to be... So if right is green, let's make that pin 20. Actually, I should strip these first. Okay, and we only need a little bit, so let's just really knock it up there. Nice. Maybe a bit more than that. Let's go 3/4 of an inch for our strippage. For our strip search. Hey, see what I did there? It wasn't very good. Is that the right amount? Let me find out by test fitting. Might be too much. It is in fact too much by just a bit. So let's knock that down by a couple clicks. We've got plenty of space on this green wire to test, so let's just give it a click. And let's turn down the force, I think, because that's... There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. And pin 20 gets the green. Oops, didn't tighten that up enough at the end. Huh, you know, I could probably stand to make those even shorter strippings. Why not? 2 clicks takes me right back to the beginning, so let's have 1 click. Strip that wire, and... Okay. Twisty twist. Sticky stick. Screwy screw. And Bob is in fact your mother's brother. That is not the direction to screw, I guess. How do these work? Aha! I have not been unscrewing these nearly enough. Holy moly, these go for a while. The gates on these things. So let's stick it back in there again. And then... There you go. There you go. Okay. Whew. Watching you do this makes me feel a lot less like a hacker when I plug in my USB keyboard on the first try. We all need to start somewhere, and this is hacking in the hackiest sense. Okay, let's pull you guys out of the laptop zone here, and we'll go back to the zone down so you can see what's happening. I'm going to move that microphone again. Nope, that was bad. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for everyone right now for what you're now experiencing. How's this? Let's see if this is better. Oh wait, no. There we go. Why is it 3 and 4? Oh, there we go. Okay. Apparently on the H6, if you push 2 buttons at the same time, it links the channels or something. I don't know. What is the red? The red is pin 18, which is up. So we want actually orange right now, which we have decided orange is 19. That is down. Well, we know this for a fact. Okay. So the yellow wire is the one we want, which is, in fact, actually yellow. Hooray! Hooray! Coffee time. We actually got to see some soldering just earlier. You just missed it. I'm really sorry, because it was fun and exciting. There's my... Okay, we'll get this into the little screw down there. That is pin 19. And actually, I should note these two. That was 20 on the HDMI. This is 19 on the HDMI. Good. Okay, next one we want is up, which is red. Did we have a red? No, we did not. Wait. We did have a red. Okay, good. So next up is the red, which I have already stripped. Okay. Oh no, drunk owl. I'm sorry. Yeah, I tend to not do too many episodes in a row on the same project. Maybe I should start doing that a bit more to actually serially get these things done. It's really no worse than a play it forward campaign or anything like that for trying to keep track of it. Okay, red's in there nice and tight. And that is in pin 18. Oh, hey, look at that. That matches up nicely. And then 17 will be our final pin here, which is this one. Now, thankfully, the ground is all serial, so we don't need to worry about that too much, but... Okay, we are to the point of the show where we fry the electronics. No, not just yet. And TBH, that hasn't happened in a long time. A long time. Okay. In and tighten. That's a good attack on there. Let's unscrew the rest of them on this side too. Make sure they're all good and open. All right, we got our 4 there. Let's work on buttons. So now we need to decide which button is which button. color label buttons seem to be good, so let's... Did I make a system here? Is there a brown? There is a brown. Brown is pin 17, and that is player 1 start. So that's not what we want for that. But we are eventually going to need that, I guess. Well, let's see here. Button 1. I'm going to call yellow button 1. That is a red wire. Yeah, let's do it that way across the top. Yellow, green, black, black, or yellow, green, red, blue. For those will start us with that. Okay. So this is button 1. Okay. And button 1 is on the thing here, pin 22, it's blue. That's pin 22. On the HDMI, it's going to be 16, and it's going to be button 1. Alright, and it's already loaded, so let's get that there. Screw it down. Good. Nice and tight. Button 2, as we said, was going to be green. Green is purple here, but button 2 on a JAMA harness is pin 23. Pin 23 is purple, so purple. 23, it's going to be 15, and that's button 2. Green. I'm actually just gonna yellow. Perfect. That way we know what's what when it comes time to do it. Because y'all always want to know what's what. What happened to our traditional poll? It was always a bit of a. It was always a bit of a fan thing. It's not something I'd put together or condoned, but I didn't have a problem with it, so I guess people just got tired of it? I don't know. I mean, yeah, a gag about 5 to 10 seconds of something going wrong is nice. I like the episodes, to be honest, where nothing goes wrong, because those are my favorite. Kushinoki, that's why I'm writing it down in a on a sheet on the right there, because I know I'm not going to remember that, and I don't know if we're going to finish this tonight. Speaking of finishing things, right now we need to take ourselves a short break to get up, stretch, cycle the fluids, etc. You at home should do the same, and we'll be back in just a few minutes for more Tinker Tailor Solder Fry. Don't go away. And welcome back to Tinker Tailor Solder Fry, where we are currently still attempting to wire up this joystick to a Naomi that's just off screen. Naomi 2, I might add. It's just off screen. I've been having good progress we're making today here so far on this thing. We've put together these little HDMI to screw-down terminal systems as a method of being able to connect one joystick to the main board, which I guess I'm going to have to do the opposite side of here in a few minutes. This is what it'll come off of. This should be fun. No problems whatsoever. No problems whatsoever. Okay. Let's continue on. So, the last one we did was purple to purple. Wait, was it purple? Did I get purple on both sides? Am I genius 23? Yes, I am! Holy moly! Good job, you. Okay, which I guess means that then this brown one is our next one. That's going to be on I'm gonna bet pin 24. Pin 24, what you got for me? Pin 24 is gray. No, fuck you, pin 24. Screw you, pin 24. And let's do it. So that's gray. Boop on the spreadsheet. Pin 24 on the JAMA. HDMI gets pin 14. It is pin 14, correct? Yes, it is. Thank you, double-sided labeling on the board. And that is button, yeah, 3. And that is red. Okay. Let's stick it in. Ah. Got to avoid the microphone here. There's got to be a better setup for this than what I've currently got, but sure as hell don't have it set up right now. I mean, there's a lot of space over the other side of me. Ooh, okay. You know what? We're gonna do it. I'm going to do the one of the most disgusting things I've ever done on stream. Not disgusting visually. It's just here we go. Let's go wide for this. So we're gonna take the mic. We're gonna flip it turn-wise over the camera. Is that stuck on something? Oh, you bet it is. Hold up. Okay. Let's move the back end of the cable first. That way, fewer things, and then just move it this way. Here comes the sound of Ian. It's getting in your ear holes. Hold on a second, I'm going to adjust the mic. Should be okay. That should be good. You can't just the mic stand when you're alive. Microphone stand go brrr. Because it does make an interest. I've never been on the other side of that sound. I shouldn't have told you that. All right, let's go back to the half view. There we go. Now I've got some room to work. Oh, so good. Now let's get in here. Okay, next up is our last of our regular buttons, which is on an orange wire. It is going to be button 4, and that is a 25? 25. 25. Yep, and it is white. Titanium white. Okay, and that's 25. HDMI is pin 13. Nope, not blue, but 4, and it's blue. Great. Oh. Friends, I'm so excited to be making what appears to be actual progress. We'll actually see once we get this thing running, but it feels good to be making something like progress on this project. Get the screwdriver. You know what? Let me pull this closer to me. No, farther away from me. There we go. Just knock over that solder, and we can really get in there. It's a shame that my motorcycle won't fit in the elevator, because I would have loved to go through the active... Hold on, I need to rebuild the carburetor. I don't need to bring the bike up to work on the carburetor. I've never worked on a carburetor, by the way, so I'm looking forward to that being a thing, but yeah, I think it got gummed up something first. All right. I guess we got the 4 buttons. The system has 2 other buttons, so I guess we'll go to the top left and top right, and then I don't know. We just won't do the rest, or maybe we'll wire one of those up to be start for the moment or something. Just build an A-frame to lift the bike onto your balcony. Yeah, that would be a good a good project too. Okay, those are the top. Left is, so button 4 is pin 20. Wait. Oh no. No. Okay, so button 5, 26. There we go. Pin 26 is not connected. Oops. Wait. 2-player table, solder side. 1-player table, parts side. What am I even looking at here? I mean, these are the right cables, right? Yeah, they are. The nice thing is we can just move them around. We can just move them around. You know, let's deal with the 4 buttons first, and just we've got up, right, left, down. That should be enough for us to be able to move on with the project at this time. Put that underneath. Oh wait, no, that microphone cable needs to go all the way around. Ooh, this is a lovely snake that we've got going here, friends. Someone's going to die. Ow. Die. That was just the feeling of a really roughly tinned soldered wire coming up against the inside of my thumb as I dragged it across. More unexpected than anything else. Okay. Will this HDMI cable get through the hole? It will. Perfect. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Huh. 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 Let's put it all back inside, I guess. And because we've got the color and what I assume to be the JAMA pin and what it is, I can pretty much figure this out even if we did miswire everything. But yeah, we're about to get into some new holes drilled territory, which is always nerve-wracking. All right, let's go back to the overhead. No, that's not it. I guess this is the overhead, yeah. Let's bring this over, pop it open again, and just send the ground. We need ground. If we don't have ground, nothing's going to work. Holy shit, Ian, that's, how'd you mix that? How do you miss that one? And I suppose we should wire one of these up to be a coin. I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, ground's copper. Can you zoom out a bit, please? I think we're actually maxed. Oh, no, we are not X. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we don't need any close-up work right now. So we got the ground wire here coming out. We said we were going to make ground number 1. I like that. That way you never lose ground. We need to open it up, re-twist that wire, stick it back in, and twisty twisty. Ew. Okay, that's in there tight. Good, good, good. So the only things not connected are this button, This purple button is connected, so not this one, not the green, not the blue, and not the yellow. I'm actually just going to take these out for now because they're not connected. No, you know what? I'll leave them because one of them's still sticking. All right. I'm going to stick this through the hole here that we left from our back button. Ooh, it goes all the way up to the strain relief thing. Perfect. And I believe I've actually built in strain relief on these gauges, because if you pull up against the edge of the case, it just pulls the HDMI cable out. Perfect. Good job, Ian. You're a genius designer. Suck it, Johnny Ives. Am I just the evil Johnny Ives because I've got the beard and I make it work better? All right. Next up, bless this mess. Except don't. It's terrible. I hate it. All right. So let's find this. The end of this ground loop, which has helpfully not been isolated. Ground loop isolators are so weird, and I love them. And I love what they do, which is just most directly, they make your computer, your audio not sound terrible when it's on a ground loop. Just heat shrink for shorter runs. Yeah. I mean, I have downloaded the NAS book on properly lacing cables, so that's another option. You know what I feel like doing? Choppy chop. And you say, chop chop, bodies hit the floor. You say, I'm fully butchering that, but. For more information about chop chopping, why not check out Molly Lewis's work? Alright, let's start with ground. Right, we need to unscrew everything from 20 down to 11 and pin 1. Whoop. I still love my unnecessarily extravagant screwdriver. I also kind of wished it had a different interface, cause holding down a button on the side kind of sucks. But otherwise, being able to control the rotational velocity by how much you've twisted is kind of cool. Yeah. For more information about chop chopping, check out Beck Mongolian Chop Squad. Yeah, I'm down with that too. Black goes to your side. Pin number 1, for you are the ground. If not for you, no electrons would be able to find their way back to the Earth from whence they came. I know we don't mine for electrons. I'm just wanted to be very clear on that fact. What do we got going up here? Green. Right, this is super easy because I'm a genius. Oh wait, let's start with the HDMI order. Yes. Green, 20. King Zycor, I mean, when screwdrivers have a screen, that means you can install Tetris on them. I haven't done so yet, but I can, and knowing that I can is enough sometimes. Get in. Let's Sarah, the spruce moose. I said get in. Welcome to Tinker Tailor Solder Fry, where today we are wiring up bodged HDMI to JAMA connectors and quoting The Simpsons badly. So, I guess that's what you're all here for. So basically, yeah, crimes against humanity is what this show is about this week. I don't know, do you think the IEEE actually holds hearings in The Hague? I think they should, just for legitimacy, to be honest. What's next? That's 20... 19 is yellow. Purportedly left. You know what else I like about using proper tools is that things start to look a little bit cleaner in your work. That's a little teasier for next time too, but we'll get there. Okay, that's yellow. Green, yellow. I need to make sure to look on the color, on the JAMA color. I was going to call it J color just now to not forget myself. Okay, so we've done black, we've done green, we've done yellow. We need to do red now. Red is the next one. Oh yeah, that whole electronic pregnancy test thing. I've been seeing a bit of that go around. I think I saw Foon talking about it at some point. I mean, Foon definitely is one of those people who likes to try and get Doom running on everything, but I'll give myself a bit more wire room to play with here. There we go. That's more comfortable. I guess my main question is, why do we need digital pregnancy tests? Because I don't think they're meant to be reusable, are they? Okay, red. Now orange is our next fun boy. Clear the wire out. Okay, and here we go. Straight into the hole and screw down number 4. Good, solid positive connection. Oh, okay, it's due to people not having a difficulty reading the tests correctly. Well, yeah. You know what? That's accessibility. I'm all for accessibility on that front. Being digital puts the whole little bit pregnant thing to a test. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're only a little bit pregnant, you definitely want the analog test just to be sure. Blue. Blue is yellow. Blue is next. Blue is pin 16. Okay. Whoop. Oh, celebrate, yeah, with the blood sugar meters. That is an interesting point. That all the circuitry and all the actual tech is on the little piece of paper that touches the blood. Touches the blood. That was blue. Now purple. Purple comes next. This is not the poppin' music cabinet you were hoping for, Army Guy. I don't know that they ever did a poppin' music on the Naomi. I mean, honestly, what you're seeing right now is, aside from this piece here, this is the sort of stuff you would actually see inside of an arcade cabinet, even the poppin' music arcade cabinets. I mean, not specifically the JAMA harness, but messes of wires and terminals, and they're meant to be repairable because, well, teens don't really take good care of arcade machines. Okay, gray is the next one. I mean, a nice thing is I can probably interface this with the kick harness information too to just make it a lot easier. And because it's screw-down terminals, if I ever want to change configurations, because I come up with something better in the future, it's much easier to do so. Gray and white. I did not connect brown on the, which appears to be one player start, so that's why. But the next one is white. So yeah, the only connection left is start. I might just connect that back up because that's might be useful to have. Okay. There we go. Down it is, and yeah, what the hell. Finally, it's brown. It's pin 17 on the slot. We're gonna make that pin 12, and that's P1 start. And we'll do it in the joystick side too, because we're about now, at this point, to start working with an arcade machine and not just playing around with wires. Okay. Oops. I didn't open that one up enough before I inserted the wire. There we go. Okay, that's good and solid there. Don't need anything else on this, I guess. I don't actually know. We might, but we'll find out later. All right, I guess RT will be, sure, RT will be our player one start. Or RB. Or, you know what I could do is actually, we're just gonna unfold, no, wait, that one doesn't want to come out. How about this one? Hey, okay, so we're just going to disconnect the ground and the power from that. Oh, come on. Wait, yep, I can do it. And then we can connect it to the actual start button on the side here. Oh, I'm going to change all the colors to these later, because I know it'll work. If we had a chance to see a follow-up to the speakers that were built on stream, no, we haven't done that yet because I was unsure if I was going to be moving or not. And there's still some changes that we want, slight renovations to this new place that we want to make before we start bringing speakers. I also need to build some shelves out of some pipe, which I'm very excited for, but I'm not planning to make that into a TTSF episode, so don't get your hopes up on that yet. But yeah, I do want to get back to the speakers at some point, because those are nice sounding speakers. But yeah, they indeed worked, and they were pee good. Pee damn good, in fact, one might say. Okay, that goes... You know what, actually I'm going to swap positions of this button too, just because I don't like how much it's making things flex. Okay, and now that can go back in there. The blue gets reconnected on this side of the button. This goes through, HDMI goes through the hole. HDMI go down the hole. Buttoned. Next up, the Naomi itself. So we're going to need to hook up this adapter to... Let's bring it all as much up as I can. So we got things going on here pretty well so far. We've got the audio in, we've got VGA in, we've got the USB, which will go to our Capcom JAMA interface. We have our powers, which is what we want. I think we need both of them there. And then we get our power to the JAMA harness, or the JAMA converter, which then oh good, it's not keyed, but they are numbered, which is important, because if you, because the so yeah, the slot, or not the slot, but the card is keyed, but the slot is not, and that always makes me extremely worried. Okay, there we go. That's connected now. Where is our... Here's our end. I'm going to just put the joystick up on the desk here. And I'm going to connect that up. Okay, that's just dangling now below. Let's swap views. Whoop. Let's take a drink. All right. Now, let's plug in some things, like the power for this guy. Turn on, please. Okay, now where is the test button here? PS1 and PS2. Okay, let's make sure we got the right input selected. Cable, no, we want PC. Perfect. All right, power supply time, friends. Here we go. Wait, that's the wrong side of the cable. There's the right side of the cable. Kachunka. Naomi's making noise. Okay. Wait. Aha! This is normal. This is okay. This is what we want. Now where's my test button? Loading test mode now. Perfect. Good, good. That's good. Okay. Can this... We want to do JVS test. So, power switch 2, is that select? Nope. There we go. RAM test, JVS test. No JAMA I/O board. So I think we might need to get power to this JAMA somehow. Is that... One... No, we don't have any splitters for the power, which is normal. That's good. Okay. Well, that's okay. That's okay. We can start working with this. Right, because you can get power to the JAMA through the harness itself, but I'm not exactly sure how that's done. To the 8-pin on top, yeah, I don't have any... So on the power supply, I don't have any connectors that are working, and I know I'm pretty sure Dandy Geek and I got this going to a certain point in time. Let's see here. Okay, yep, so it will take over the harness 5 volt and 12 volt directly on the JAMA. That's why these are good machines, is you can do that. How that's... Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Interesting here. So we've got a number of cables which are covered over here. We've got a couple that have... I've got caps on them. Hold on a second. How far back in time do I need to go to figure out what's going on here? And importantly, is this something that I've already done for myself? Let's have a look at these cables and find out where they go. All right, so currently we've got 5, 3, and how? Problem solved, series over. Yep. No. So, okay, the fact that there is some tape on this one here, and there is also some tape covering over one of the wires on the power supply leads me to believe that that might be where we're going here. But let me double check to make sure that these are what I think they are. So the red, the big thick red, goes to pins 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are the 5 volts. That's good. The big black one goes to 1 and 2, which is ground. Okay. No, 28 is also ground. Okay. And thick red. Thick red is 5 volts, and we want to get the 5 volts off the thing here. I'm only slightly worried about this power supply, but I think this is what we need to do here. And this power supply seems pretty out there. Now, hold on a second. 3 grounds and not connected. Okay, so white appears to be ground on this thing. You know what? I think I'm going to try it. I think this is the way that we wanted it to be. Actually, wait, I could use my multimeter for that, right? It's at 5 volts. That should be safe, right? Let's do that. Do we need praying for no smoke release? Well, I'm not going to connect these up to the power supply. I'm going to just check it. Anyone got any last minute Ian don't do that's? I think we're fine. Like, even if it's not, what's the worst that can happen? I pop the multimeter, right? Disconnect those. Okay. Let's put this down somewhere safe and away from me. Now we got a surge protector on, so that's good. That means surge can't get in. Alright, let's keep these wires just separated apart like that. Yeah, we got fuses for a reason. I am sitting in a wooden chair with cork floors, so that should be okay. How many amps at 5 volts, my friend? Oh. Up to 15. So that can kill me. Right? Okay, 10 amps. I mean, it'll pop. If too far. Wait. Okay, switch to voltage. Grounded. Okay. We're looking at direct input. Powered up. Ground on white. Not appearing to get anything on that. You're turned on, right? Make sure I'm on DC volts. Yep, yeah, that's the, let's go over here. Because I know I've had trouble with this before, but yeah. We're looking at, we want to be connected here and here, I assume. And then connected to the DC 12 volts. I'm not fucking this up, am I? Okay, gonna take a quick drink. What about the BC volts? All right, let's have a look at it again. Okay, that's good. I feel like I should be something there, right? There's an easy way to test for this too. Where's something that I know generates some voltage? Where is a battery that when you need one? Is the lead connected to the right spot? It should be. 10 amp there. And then common ground. I think we're good there. Hold on. I like I said, I know a way to check this. If I can just find a battery anywhere around here. Why don't people make things with batteries anymore? Hold on, I'll be right back. Aha! Here we go. Remote controls. They usually are stored with batteries in them, but not this time apparently. God damn it again. Un remote control. Mittens, the Sony alkalines. These should put something out. Okay, so these are going to go down to 2, and then let's just have a look here. Okay, those don't appear to be... Do I have it plugged into the wrong side? I totally do have it plugged into the wrong side. Well, that's how we learn. And King Zakar just comes right up and says, yep, that's not right. The red lead needs to go into the other side. You're plugged into the high current amp meter at the moment. Thank you. I've never taken any sort of training on multimeters, so it's always kind of just figuring it out. Okay, so we're going to, once again, ground to ground, and... plugged in. Doesn't appear to be doing anything. Oh, turn your multimeter to higher voltage. Yeah, that. But it's not giving me what I want. Huh. Now, this could be one of those types of power supplies that requires pull from another location. So let's just have a look here. Yeah, Nigaoki, that might actually be the case there. I'm going to try one here. That was well. Yeah, this machine is probably too smart to send power without all the power, because that should have given me 3.3 volts. But I'm pretty certain that this is what we're supposed to do here. Oh, wait a minute. What I could do is plug it into the other portions and then test it. So, let's get these down between my legs, because that's the safest place for those. Reconnect that power. Reconnect that power. Unplug. Replug. There we go. That's making the sounds now. Now, what does Mr. Multimeter say about those two wires now? Try not to bust it up. I think we've got it, friends. That's 5 volts. We got it. Fucking A. Oh, we are on this. Okay, replug the joystick. I remember that that the last time we tried to do this process, Dandy Geek and I were having such a problem trying to remember how it was that we did this. And can you give me just a couple seconds? I need to go grab some better connectors than these. I hate these sort of ferrules that just twist on. And I've got better ones in the other room. Don't go away. I'm just moving. Thankfully, I keep most of my things. Oh, that was the squeak iron was just my slipper on there. Come back. I keep all of my things organized in these sort of bins. This one is called wire nuts, is what they're called. Weird. This one is labeled parts because it's got my parts in it. And most importantly, it's got some of my favorite terminals here. These, hey, Anarin, were you talking about these Wago terminals? Because I love the hell out of these. They are so good. You just open up the holes, you open them up, click, stick your wire in one side. Wait, let's unplug it. Okay, good. The circuit breaker is off. Just put it in, and then click it down. Except this one is not. These ones don't want to open. Oh, there we go. It just takes a little force because they're good. Yeah, wires go in and they don't come out. So, okay, red was, if I recall... Ah, this is why I did it smartly, which is to say I labeled it with tape. Go. There's 1, there's 2. That's secure. Let's see if I can do the other one on camera here at all. Get in. There we go. Can you see it? Friendly... friendly little ground wire. It's gonna get clipped. Ah. Oh yeah, they've got a clean look, but they're also just so good at what they do. And where was... Whew! In the thing. Stick it in. Pull the lever down. That's all she wrote, folks. Alright, let's rotate the core! Wide shot, please. No signal yet. Still booting. Still booting. Doing the loading dance. Arclight, I believe they are rated for mains, or at least for lights in socket, because I've used them previously to replace the shitty ferrules when lighting up or when wiring up my my smart home lights. Okay, so we're at the Air 34 point. Let's test the board. Okay. It says now that we have a JVS, friends. Let's input test. Oh, up, down, left, right. That's all good. What do we got here? Coil start. We got 1, 2, 2. Okay, LT is not passing through for some reason. Okay, those two are not all it's cracked up to be. So, oh, these two are not connected. This one's not even connected. But the blue, what's wrong with you? Orange, you're in there. Fine. Let's look around to what is your deal? Blue is the problem. Blue is where to the orange wire, which is to pin 13. Pin 13 on this side is... That doesn't seem right. Well, you know what? Let's just see if we can make this boot now, because this is just this is cleanup. The important thing now is getting to the next stage, because we now have a working joystick system. So let's exit that. System assignments. Okay, no, that's correct. Network settings. Okay. Let's go with 1.2. Sure. Set. Wait. Ah! No! Set IP address. 1.2. Set. Good. Oh, cool. That's just for a DHCP, I guess. That's kind of nifty. I don't want that right now. Okay, let's exit. Okay, shut it down. Gonna move it off the, Hey. Ooh, there we go. Gonna move it off the table. Throw that cable in there, because we don't need that one anymore. Hee. And let's just carefully move everything over to the chair that I'm using to hold it up, because you don't need to see this right now. What's going to be interesting is over here and what's going to be on the screen for you in a second. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably assign it via DHCP and then give it a static in my own network, or in my, yeah. We're on the moon-based network when we eventually get back there, because damn, it would be nice to get Adam all up in that Marvel vs. Capcom 2, as I promised I was supposed to do. But for the moment, what you're going to have to do is patiently wait, because we are going to take a short break, cycle the fluids, stretch the legs, etc., etc. You do the same, and we're going to be back with the finale of this Naomi resurrection at home in just a few on Tinker, Tailor, Soldier Fry. Don't go away. Welcome back to Tinker, Tailor, Soldier Fry, where we are now completing our rebuild, or at least our home conversion of a Naomi arcade console. We've just managed to get the JAMA harness powered. We've managed to confirm that a number of our buttons work. Some of them properly, some of them not. But we are about to power on and now move into the net boot portion of the program. Let's bring it back up. Ka-chunk. And see how she goes. I'm going to bring my laptop here. Save that that table that we made earlier. QL Steven, QL generator cannot be opened. Well, oh, well, that's fine. That's a shame. Ugh, why am I like that? No, come back. Yep. There we go, and Naomi's back. Gateway cannot be found. Error 34. Let's fix that here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to, well, first of all, where did I put it? I had this. Aha! There it is. Let's make sure you're not getting too many reflections. Crossover cable is apparently a necessary thing. So I'm going to have to maneuver my body around here. Jack that into the Naomi and plug the other end into my laptop here on the desktop. Alright, so that's done. Let's now move over to the Computrix. Let's go to our network preference pane. And Ethernet not connected. I don't believe you. But we'll... okay. Ethernet is connected, so we're going to advance that. We're going to the manual address. No, not DHCP. Manually. I am 192.168.1.1. You. There is no router. There is no router. Apply that. Good. Okay. Next up, we're going to need to install some code, which is Dragon-minded netboot. Tools for working with a netdim. So let's iterm into that. And let's see to the desktop, because I like the desktop for this sort of thing, and git clone, whoops, copy that. Yeah, messed that up. Git clone that one. Fun fact, you can do a crossover cable with a handful of paper clips and electrical tape if you're desperate enough on a convention floor. Sometimes I have been. Yeah, that's wow. Oh yeah, you're right. I should throw that over to subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. Network. Ethernet. Yep, 255. Boom. Good stuff. Yay me. Apply. Okay, so we've now got the code. Let's cd into the netboot. Oh, actually, let's cd that because I want to do that there. Let's do a virtual env because this is in Python, and Python doesn't work without virtual envs, apparently, from what I've experienced. So that's Python 3-m venv netboot. And wait. Cool. cd netboot, and then we're going to source dot /bin/activate. Right, because I run fish, so I'm still learning how to do proper vens. Let's drop into bash. Where are we right now? We're in the right place. Let's source ./bin/activate. Spell source correctly. Good. And then we're going to Python 3-m pip install our requirements. So what we're going to do is we're going to need to invoke the script via The old standby. Python 3-m scripts.net dims end 192.168.11 my favorite game.bin. As soon as this finishes installing its stuff, right? In the land of the rising sun, my network can't fail right... Well, I mean, if it does fail right now, then we've got a serious problem because the show will be over. Oh wow! I think my Python installs might be affecting the quality of the stream right now. But yeah, wow. Guess who doesn't keep his installs up to latest all the time? When does the percussive maintenance start? Today, I don't think we're going to get there. I think we're going to be okay. Okay, we're in. So let's now... what do we got in here? We got some ROMs. We do. Okay, so let's CP... go away, go away. / desktop / ROMs *2 ROMs. And we'll just do that because I have some ROMs, but I don't necessarily mean you want to see them. ls ROMs. Let's make sure they're there. Good. Okay. Let's try one of the games that we've got, Guilty Gear X. So it's Python 3. So there are ways to do this, by the way, that are there are ways to do this using a Raspberry Pi that involve using the Wi-Fi and creating a secondary network that you can connect to, or doing a web interface. Turns out that the Raspberry Pis that I have are too old, and the network cards that I use are too obscure for it to work without me trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So I'm just doing it this way for now. We can do the Raspberry Pi thing later. This getting things working is interesting in my opinion. So Python 3-m scripts.net dim _send 192.168.1.1. Let's go with no, stop going in that place. ROM / guilty gear. Okay, let's see what happens. We're gonna try restarting you now. Wait. Okay, whoa. Could not connect to NetDim. Well, that's probably why. Hey. Get that command ready. Hit the button. Hit it. Send. How many times do I need to do this? Oh wait, it was 1.2, you're right. Ah! I'm sending it to myself. Okay. Checking network. Huh. Python 3-m scripts not to... Interesting. What's going on here now? Let's just see. Let's just have a look at a NetDim ensure. Python 3-m scripts .net dim _ensure. IP 2.168.1.2, and I guess image. Guilty Gear X.bin. Oh! Okay, interesting. So now it's just making sure that it's always loaded. So that's good. It's waiting for cabinet. Oh, that's a good question, Shane. Can I ping the Naomi? Ping 192.168.1.1. You know what? Actually, my main network might be having a problem with this. Let's do this differently. 10.0.0.1. Apply. And let's do the same thing for the Naomi. Sorry, I've got to lean out of frame here. Let's bring you back to the main, the wide. I'm just worried that the IPs might be futzing around. Come on. Okay, let's go down to network settings. Set IP address. Perfect. 10. Two. Set. That's it. Seems good. Okay. Whew, that was fun. Alright, so now we're sending to 10.2. So let's go back in here. That's all good. The game is not acceptable, my main board. Oh, maybe it's thinking my ping is incorrect. Let's try doing this again with the new address. 10.0.0.2. Okay, waiting for cabinet. Okay, let's power cycle the thing. So let's unplug the Naomi. Plug the Naomi. By plugging the Naomi back in, I unplugged the TV. Everything's fine. Just the power cord for this TV is too effing short. Let's go wide. Okay. Checking network. I don't know if this is right or not. The terminal currently still says sending, waiting for cabinet. And it does take a time to boot back up, so... Okay, let's cancel that one. And let's try, rather than the ensure, let's just do the regular old send. But let's do it to the right IP address. .0.0.2. What's the speed of the Naomi's port? 10 megabytes, 100, 1000? Who knows? Oh, wait a second. Now loading. Interesting. Okay, broken pipe. Do it again. What's happening? Broken pipe. Do I need to wait? Because I've never done this part before. Now loading. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be rebooting every time. So let's dig around in those settings a bit more, see what we can find there. Or let's just see what happens when it's now loading. Loading test mode. What other network options do we have here? But yeah, we're getting very good connections. Okay. Okay, I keep forgetting which buttons are move and which ones are confirm. Left is confirm, but also enter test mode. Okay. Network settings. Network type ether, network test. Okay, everything seems good. IP settings seem good. What? How about just ether? That seems right. IP address is all correct. Good. Test mode. It's not doing anything. Now, hold on. I think we may just need to depower the whole thing and have it just sit for a second. Let the RAM clear for a bit. Let's try that again. Bytecaster, that's unlikely. But it might be worth checking. All right, where are we coming in here? All right, maybe we just send it a different. Maybe we just send it a different ROM. Let's try that. What do we got ROMs here wise? Azumanga, Power Stone. We could try Sports Jam. I mean, Guilty Gear X seems to be fine. Let's try sending it. And it dies. And then there's a broken pipe. What happened? Well, I mean, I think the broken pipe happens just simply because the machine reboots. Yeah, it's always in the same byte offset. You're right, too. So that might be telling. Maybe let's not try Guilty Gear. Let's try... I don't know. Let's try Azumangada. What is it called? That's capital A. Huh. Same problem there, too. Let's try another one. Power Stone? Yeah, and then it just crushes. Are there any issues? You got anything for me, Wiki? You do not have anything for me, Wiki. Let's just say Naomi. 2. Net boot fails at... reboots on upload, because that's what's happening. Eight-bit plus may help us. Okay, security, yeah, setting up the network, good, fine. I wonder if it's a problem with my NetBoot software. That could be the issue here. Bytecaster, thank you. I appreciate that. So the byte offset doesn't mean that it's failing at a particular location, just the number of bytes are sent without a eraser to accurate burden. What's my firmware version? Which, you mean the Naomi? That's 4.02H, it looks like, or 4.024 is the firmware version that we're going with. NetBoot 4.024? Yeah. To net 4.02. Okay, so these things exist. There's no error. And we're using NetBoot. NetBoot. This seems interesting. Possibly. Yes, Anarin, we do have a 0 key and it has been installed. Nope, that's not helpful at all. Sega NetBoot Tools. Maybe we can try this in a different... Force Tools. Nope, this is the Raspberry Pi bullshit. Now I'm just trying to figure out where our options are. I think I tried this earlier today and it won't actually compile for me for whatever reason. I mean, we can try it. Git clone block. Naomi netboot upload. Make. Well, F. That's outside of my areas of expertise. So that's not going to work. Let's go back and let's have a look at if there's any more information we have with our Pi Force that we can use to just have a look at what's going on here. Oh, fire up a Linux VM and wrote the network interface to it. That could take probably longer than the rest of the episode's got going on here. Like, I'm wondering if if it's my Mac that's the issue here. I don't think so, but... Oh, you know what? Let's just see if it, if ROM info gives us any information here. Burp. Oh, wait a second, actually, too. Brew install GCC. See if that gives me an updated version. I'll put that over here for now. Okay, so we're going to try Python 3 mscripts. That's scripts. Lady Alaris, we're on Catalina right now. .rom info. And let's go with ROMs Azumanga dial. This all seems very good. What if I were to just remove the ROMs from there? File not found. Okay, so that's fine. It's curious, Bytecaster. But, yeah, we do have the ability to, we can do this on Windows if we all want to try that, if we're interested. Oh, it seems I'm not the only one with the issue. That's interesting, Anarin. Thank you. But nobody... I mean, that's relatively recent, too. But nobody seems to have, Hold on. Date shouldn't matter, right? Oh, yeah, Catalina's hot garbage. If I could go back to... If we could go back in time. Push the wrong button. Okay. RAM, JVS, sound, system assignments is fine. Bookkeeping doesn't matter. Backup data clock settings. You know what? I don't think this has anything to do with it, but it might. 20. Month is the 9th month. The 5th day. At 1936. Exit. And let's try again. Mojave was pretty good. And it just dies. Huh. Okay. Well, let's bring ourselves into the land of Windows for whatever reason, because we got some time. Sure, why not? Give me a second to just boop, swap over. Oh, what the hell? What happens if it? What happens if I just do this? I'm curious now. Oh wait. How's Homebrew doing? Still updating. Sure. Goodbye! Change IP to a 3 or 4. Changing your IPs to 3 or 4 might work for some unknown arcane reason. I'm into it. I'm into any option. We'll let it boot up back up to Mac here. Network settings. Okay, that should do. Huh, we ended up in Windows anyway. That's disappointing. And do I have no battery? Is that... What's going on? I don't understand what's going on here. Shamrock Shake, I'm concerned that you're actually correct. It says here the IP has to be even. Well, have you tried burning Sonic in effigy? Not yet, but I'm willing to take that plunge. Drop Bear, no, Jet Set Radio was not on Naomi. That was on the straight up Dreamcast, which is something that existed. Hold on, is my laptop just not plugged in? Nope, should be. So that's all weird. Oh, but yeah, no, honestly, this, like, the IP address needing to be 2 or 4, that's, God, I've seen that happen before. For no reason. No, restart. Restart anyway. And let me pick my operating system. I've, for those of you playing along at home, I'm running a Lenovo X230 ThinkPad as my laptop, dual booting between macOS and Windows 10. though I use OpenCore. I just swapped over to OpenCore on my laptop. I'd used it on my desktop before as the bootloader. It's real good. It's real slick. Also used Ivy Rain to undo the hacking that I had the Russian man hack my BIOS for the Wi-Fi unlock, but we're good. Could be because 1 is for router, 2 is for host, computing, sending ROMs, and then the rest are cabinets. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to put myself as 2. Seems good enough, right? Gerbert, sir, I've only just come here. I work in the arcade industry. You are trying to net boot. Would you like to run through the list of things you have in place? DIMM's firmware's key chip you are using. You seem to know what you're doing, but I will try to help if I can. I would appreciate any help you've got there, Gerbert, sir. Gerbalizer, because we're trying our best. Let me just make sure I've got everything up and ready to go here to show you. NetDim, you know what, actually, let me just power this thing off and I'll show you so that you are absolutely sure that I'm correct. We've got what appears to be a January 5th, 2014 Net 402, I'm assuming H, okay. The chip in there is in fact a 0 key, but oh, the script only likes 102, 203, 215, or 301. Have I checked the voltage drop across the WOM chips? I assume you're making a joke there, Electrodyne, but if that's important, then I'd be happy to accept information. Let's see here. DIMM firmware's key chip. Yeah, that's all the information I've got going on here right now that I can give you without unscrewing some things. It's been a while too. Anyway, let's bring up my displays on the laptop. Make sure we're all still sending there. That is good, so we'll bring you guys back in. Welcome to Laptop Land. All right, let's bring up the iTerm and head into the command line. Let's go to the netboot. Oh, we should probably bring the whole system back online. No, CD netboot. Ah. CD desktop netboot. There we go. And we need to, no, we need to bash, that's right. And then we need to source./bin activate. Then, and only then. Shifu Dajin Miao, that's just always been my my background. Right, so we changed it to 4, right? Or 3? Shit, I don't remember. This game is not acceptable, my main board. Well, that seems odd. Let's go check that. And yeah, network. Let's make sure our network is properly. Let's call ourselves 2, because that seems correctish. Okay. At least I'm getting used to these buttons now and figuring them out. Wait. Where's the network test? Where's my... Hold on a second. Bring it back on. And the stupid thing that the DIMM board is plugged into the main board and you only had on the camera plugged in to show us what's the error code is the main board giving you. I'll find out here in a second. Sorry, I'm just Okay, we're back to the network, which is important. So, we're about to upload, and I need to find out what the IP address is that we changed it to, because I've completely forgotten. shoot. I'm sorry, I initiated a dim board test, which, TBH, probably not a bad idea at this point. %. Well, we get to wait now for a bit. How big is the ROM? A top night, you know what? Let me just bring up the list of ROMs here. So, assuming we're going with Azumanga Daioh, that ROM appears to be, the binary is 84 megs, which is not that far off there. Good question is how much the RAM does the DIM have installed and how much is the ROM? Well, I don't think that's... Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the issue, because that's a pretty small ROM there. In fact, any of the ones I'm looking at appear to only be 268, so we're not even... We've got nothing that requires the 512. Should that be the issue. Right. Yeah, my feeling is it's the uploader script is the issue. In which case we need to track down the original, if we wanted to, the original Sega NetDim tools. But this should be okay, unless we're. I mean, there are other things that we can do. We can actually spin up a full actual Linux distro, maybe on a Raspberry Pi. I don't have any extra monitors though, and don't have any ability to. I also don't have any SD cards with the installation on it. Gerbalizer, well, thank you for putting yourself back at work here at this point. Oh, good. Everything's good there. We're good. I'm fine. How are you? Test buttons, exit. Where are we? Network settings. There we go. I just wanted to find out what the IP address was. Whoops. No. IP address. 1004. Okay. So, let's throw it to IP address 4, because for no reason that might matter. And let's get the actual... So, you've got on the screen up there, you can see what I'm sending. Let's hit the button. Wait, now we're getting the... Wait, what? Interesting. Interesting. So this is what always happens. We get to the network section. We try to send the thing, and once you get to the offset 0004000, it just begins the reset immediately. And I feel like I feel like it should reset after you send it and not before. I'm going to try something really dumb here, and I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to see what happens if I just give it a regular Ethernet cable rather than a crossover. Because people have got me saying, hey, you need to use a crossover cable, and if it doesn't, if that's not the case, that would make me extremely angry. Okay. Replugged. Standard cable. It's now loading. It's waiting for some load. Send it over. Crunch. Same point. Same problem. That is infuriating. Yeah, direct connection is what we're going on here. We are not using this switch, but it shouldn't matter. Like we have a connection that is extant and stable. Let's go to Windows Land. Let's see what happens there. Let's see if there's something that that exists. Alex. I don't think it's a network issue, because it's so consistent. If it was a network issue, there'd be a lot more flakiness to it, I think. Yeah, I think the PC is going to auto crossover. But all right, let's log into the laptop. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Replug this in so that maybe you can see it, and then change the display settings to 720p. Have you tried a different ROM? Oh yeah, no, we've tried a number of different ROMs. This one we've tried Guilty Gear, Azumanga, and Power Stone, and each time it's the same thing, exactly the same thing, which is always the infuriating thing about it. Okay, 720p, keep changes. Huh, okay, I guess you're not going to be able to see my Windows screen then. I'm sorry, friends. Let's just go wide then. The Naomi key is definitely nulled. That was something that... yeah, it's. I'm guessing this is a scripting thing. Well, what's the easiest way to install Python on Windows 10? Alright, I need to still connect to a Wi-Fi. PC load letter? Download the download from the Python website. Cool. Yeah, Python 3. I really should just install the Linux subsystem, but I don't think I'm going to have time to do that and figure it out right now on air, especially when you can't see it. I can get it on the Windows Store. Well, that sounds like a terrible idea. Why do I keep disconnecting from networks like that? There we go. Ooh, it's the community version. And our in-dev blogs, Python on the Windows Store. Interesting. Can you get a Docker with a scripter ready loaded? No. Yeah, there's dedicated Raspberry Pi images, but unfortunately my Wi-Fi cards don't work with the Raspberry Pis that I have. Like, everything's it's a terrible situation that I'm in right now. Why can't I connect to a network, you piece of body? Maybe I need an A3 Raspberry Pi. I just need some good Raspberry Pis, TBH. Okay, good. And we are connected or not connected? We are connected. Good. Yes. Python.org. Store. Python. Okay, well, I don't know if we're going to have a chance to... Sure, let's go with Python 3.9. Oh, Blazer, it's 8 o'clock here, p.m., and we're just actually about to... We're just about to shut it down, actually. Oh, god damn it. I didn't just sign in for the Windows Store. F that. Jesus. Give me Python 8385. Save. Good. And yeah, I as for the reasons why it's not down, or not connected to the Wi-Fi, who knows? Who knows? Okay, we're still going here. You know what, while we're at it, let's thank some people for their generous support, because we got a few people here. I want to thank all of you, first of all, for watching today, because it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here through this whole journey, getting this thing up and running. God willing, we're going to get it there, but we've done the hard parts with the connection. We got the JAMA working. We've got it to a point where we can get it booted, and I can probably hook up the GD-ROM and play a game, but I don't want to pull chips right now because that's always stressful. But we do want to. Let me just pull up too many inputs here. Let me pull up the list here. I want to thank those of you who are so kind as to and so generous as to continue to give us your support over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. We really appreciate you doing that, and it helps us keep the lights on. But specifically, we'd like to thank right now those of you who are showing your generosity via your Twitch subs and your bits. Install now in the regular things. And fuck yeah, add Python to Path. Always add Python to Path. Install now. And yes. We'll talk about it later in Dark Morphord. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Cranston Snort, thank you for those 32 months of subscription. Super happy to have you with the channel. Fuma Kotaro, thank you for their 31 months of subscription. Greg Gredmanson, thank you for 6 months. That's a half year. Welcome and thank you. Distortions in Space and Time, thank you for your 33 months of resub. Dark Morphord, 77 months. That's Palindrome. Best of luck with Naomi. Ian, I'm replacing a puffy tablet battery tonight. I hope that went well for you. I haven't had a chance to have my eyes on all of the chat, but puffy batteries always worrisome. Ghost User 1984, good year. Subscribed for 19 months. I never knew Sega got into Kingdom Hearts. That's a reference I don't necessarily understand. Don't worry about it, I don't play Pokemon. Drunk Owl, subscribed for 18 months. Thank you for those year and a half of support. Vagrant Fiction, 4 months in a row. That's the quarter year. Thank you. E-Block cheered us with 238 bits. Purple is green. It was for a time. Let's not worry about it. Ragnarok Tress, subscribing for 56 months. 57, that's almost a different number entirely. Sure is. Blue Mage AI is a brand new subscriber. Thank you for joining the channel. Super happy to have you aboard. King Zycar subscribed for 20 months. Thank you for your continued support. LRO56 subscribing for 35 months. Thanks for broadcasting. Thanks for subscribing. Namra has subscribed for 43 months. Thank you for your continued support. And Zenguin47 clocking in with 33 months. Thank you. Also get to give thanks to Baron Radium for 40 radioactive months. And Earthen One cheering us with 51 pridey bits. Thank you. And finally, WedgeX subscribed for their half-year anniversary. And Electrodyne gets in under the wire with 100 bits. I think it's still the WOMs. How do we check the write-only memory? I will have to look into that. Right. How do I... You know what? I don't even know how to download something. Let's go to GitHub. That's GitButt. That's a different site. GitHub.com. We want netboot. Whoops. I think we want Naomi netboot. netboot space Naomi. Alrighty. Right, need to clone the code, download as a zip. And then we're going to find out if I need to know anything about this. Let me know if you need anything, by the way. I have access to a fair amount of hardware considering the industry I work in, so feel free to PM me. Thank you, Gerbalizer. I absolutely will. I feel like if you're not already familiar, we should get you in touch with our good friend Dandy Geek as well, who is the one who provided me with this hardware and used to work in arcades as well. So it's... I'm excited. I'm excited to have so many friends work in this sort of thing. PowerShell, I think, is what I'm supposed to use, right? Right, sure, why not? Jesus. Downloads? Sure. Okay, that seems right. Python 3-m venv netboot-trunk. Cool, that seemed to work. No, netboot. No. Netboot-trunk. /netboot. Oh, CD downloads. Aha, now we're getting it. Okay. Python 3 netboot trunk, good. CD netboot trunk dot source bin activate. Good, we're getting there. Term source is not recognized. You need to use the word sourcean. Thanks for sticking around, Gerbalizer. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm just gonna... it's a pleasure to have you here and a pleasure to hang about. Source dot slash bin. Huh. How do I source something in a venv in Windows? Does anyone know that? Those venv source. Activate. Okay. There we go. Windows is different, so I need to venv scripts activate.ps. Okay, so source bin activate. Okay, so slash script. I don't know what I'm doing here. Install Cygwin and source it. I don't Cygwin. It's in scripts, lowercase scripts. No, you know what? We're not even going to venv this. We're going to, what's the one here? Summon Python. Type bash, install WSL, and be done with it. I think you're right. That's not helping me. Python 3-m pip install -r requirements.txt. That seemed way too fast. But okay. Python 3-m scripts .net dim underscore send 10.0.0.4. We need to change our, oh god, ROMs Azumong. The ROMs aren't on the computer. You know what? We've done some extra overtime here. We've tried to do it. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us. I'm going to get this working. I'm going to keep plugging away at it, but watching Ian stare at a computer off screen and say command line incantations isn't exactly good Twitch. So, like I said, we're going to fix it. We've done the hardware work, which is interesting to look at. We're going to get it up and running, and then once it's up and running, then we'll bring it on screen to play. Probably use its own stream. But at this point, I can say that the Tailor aspect of this, at least the parts that are worth looking at, are finished. Have a good night, friends. Thanks so much once again for watching, and we will see you in 2 weeks' time when we finish the hell out of some joysticks. Good night.